Hi everybody! So welcome to my new video. The makeup look that I'm wearing now, if you like it, keep watching so you can see how I done it. It's described as a date night makeup look, but to be honest you can just wear it whenever you want. And yeah, so he's been asleep the whole time I filmed it, which is amazing. And the eyeshadows that I used are in Boots at the moment, and I think they're absolutely fantastic. They're £2 each, so they're definitely worth going in and having a look. And I really hope you enjoy the video. I hope you like the new setting for the video, and give me a thumbs up on my YouTube if you like this, and subscribe and leave me a comment. And yeah, bye guys, bye. Clap your hands. Yeah! Yeah! Come on then. So for my date night makeup look, I've decided to use these two colours here, and I got these from Boots, and I thought I would use these because they're really good prices. Due to sleep just next door, so I'm just keeping my ears out. So I popped into Boots and I come across these eyeshadows, and there's also highlighters, and there's all new matte shade eyeshadows in there as well, and they're £2 each, and these are the colours that I got. So this is quite a matte colour, and it's called Copper, and then I also got this colour which is like a metallic glitter which looks like this. And this is called Cosmo. It's by a company called Makeup Obsession, Live Love London, and they're £2 each, and you can actually go in there and make your own palette, so you can fill in with like 6 or 12 I think maybe, and also you can pop in highlighters in it if you want to. But I just picked up these two colours because I thought they're great, they're gonna last. So I just picked up these two colours because I thought they would be really nice for Valentine's Day makeup. So I'm going to start off with popping on some moisturiser on my face. I really love to use the Embroylisse Lait Cream Concentrate. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. This has been around for years, and so many makeup artists love having this in their kit. So yeah, I'm going to pop some of this on, and I pop this on as a base before my foundation. It also is really good as a primer as well to keep your makeup in place. So I'm just going to pop this on. I think before your foundation it's really important to have a good base to work on. So having dry skin, your skin is just gonna cling to the foundation when it goes on. So yeah, it's really important. You can never have enough moisturiser on your face. And this is really lovely. It's scent free as well, so it's definitely worth going into Boots and having a look, because that's where I always get it from as well. Okay. So for my foundation, I'm going to use the MAC Mineralize Moisture Foundation. It looks like this, and this has SPF 15 in it as well, which is really good. So I'm going to pump some on the back of my hand, and the brush that I'm going to use is by BH Cosmetics, and I found these in TK Maxx, and quite often in TK Maxx they get really good makeup products come in, and I don't really know where they've come from. Like, they can also have quite high-end makeup products come in, but I noticed this brush set, and I got about 5 or 6 brushes, and they really remind me of the Real Techniques brushes, and they're like my favourite. But this is really nice for your foundation because it goes on really flawless and dewy, and that's the look I like to have when I apply my foundation. So when I apply my foundation, I do small little circles and I buff it into my skin. Okay, so for now my skin is done. I'm going to leave that foundation, let it work into my skin, work into the moistures into my skin, and also work with the moisturiser that I just put on before my foundation. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows, and when I was shopping in Boots the other day, I come across this new eyebrow product from L'Oreal, and it's called the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper. I hope this is in focus. But basically, so I think a lot of you probably heard about the new Fibre Lash mascara. It's quite similar to that. I don't personally like the Fibre Lash mascara because I don't like my lashes to look like, it's literally like cobwebs on them. But this is a brow gel mascara with fibres, and I don't mind that because I like my brows to look quite full rather than just penciled on. So it's got a nice, it's a really long applicator, and the little spoolie at the end is really nice and small. So I'm just going to pop some of this through my brows. And it's nice because it sort of picks up all the brow hairs that you might not necessarily see. The only thing is when you use new, like really wet products, they're quite messy at first. It's quite nice when they wear down a little bit. So I quite like how it picks up all of my brow hairs here. So to fill in my brows just slightly, I'm going to use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil Crayon, and this is a really nice thin pencil. It's a bit similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz because it's really thin and you just feather it on. So I'm going to pop some of this on just to sort of thicken my brow out slightly. Because I tint and shape my brows myself, they don't tend to like need to be filled loads. Okay, so I'm quite happy with those. And now I'm going to go on to my eyeshadows. So the two colours that I've got, I might need to use like a base underneath them. So I'm just going to have a look because they're quite dark. I'm just going to have a look for a light base colour. Okay, so I'm going to use the Naked 2 palette. And in this is a really nice like pale yellowy shade. And it's just going to even out my skin tone on my eyelids. So it's this colour here and I think it's called Foxy. So I'm just going to put this on with just a very small brush. Just have a look. So I'm going to use this little brush. This is a round contour brush, but I'm literally just going to pop some of this on my lid, just as a base really. Also it's got like a yellow tone to it, so any of that redness, it's going to get rid of that for me. So it's quite nice just to even this area out. Take it right in the inner corner, and then same the other side. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that. Now I'm going to go ahead with the matte shade, and this is just called Copper. And I'm going to take a crease brush. I'll show you that now. Oh, why do they make this so hard to open? Hang on. Oh, bugger. There we go, boom. So I'm going to take this crease brush. This is Zoeva brush. This is a 231 Luxe Petit Crease, and I'm just going to run my brush through that. I'm not 100% on the pigment on these, but it's worth going. I mean, they're £2. I mean, that's just a bargain. So I'm going to run through my crease. Oh, it's actually really nice. And just go back and forth like a little windscreen wiper. Leave that, go ahead, do the other side. So really I'm just sort of like packing the product on. Then I'm going to go ahead with the MAC 217 blending brush, and I'm just going to blend all of this. And then I'm going to go back in with the crease brush and add more product. And the same the other side. And then I'm going to take my blending brush and blend it all together. Okay, I'm also going to run this under the eye using the same crease brush on the bottom lash line. Okay, so I'm going to take the metallic shade, and I'm going to use, probably going to go back and use the brush that I used to put the base colour on. I'm just going to run this in this product, tap off the excess. It's almost like, it is literally like a copper shade. It's really nice though. I'm just going to take a clean blending brush, again a MAC 217 brush, and just blend all of that together. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. Okay, so I'm loving that, but it's not quite sparkly enough, so I'm going to add a little bit of highlight in the inner corner. This is an Illamasqua palette, and these are the colours inside, but I'm going to use this little white colour here, this colour here. So I'm just going to take a clean brush, just a small one, and I'm going to pop this in the inner corner of my eye. Just to add a little bit of pop. Okay, just gonna use a clean blending brush and just blend all of that. Love this colour. £2, an absolute bargain. Okay, definitely gonna get more of those. So I'm gonna pop on some mascara. I'm gonna use the same mascara I used, that's the Soap and Glory mascara. I'm gonna pop some of this on. Okay, because I want this look to be really nice and flirty and fluttery, I'm going to use some individual eyelashes. These are the Eyelure individual eyelashes. So I'm just going to use a bit of glue, pop some on the back of my hand. This is literally just the glue that you get in it. So I'm just going to pop some of that on the back of my hand. And with some tweezers, I'm just going to pop some of these on. So I literally just pop it in the glue. And I look down and just plonk it on, and I just work my way through. Love these. Okay, so I'm just going to let those dry. I'm going to pop on a little bit more mascara on my bottom lashes. So whilst that's drying, I'm going to put some concealer on the underneath of my eyes. And the concealer I love using is the Maybelline Anti-Age. It's just such a lovely concealer. So I literally just pop this under my eyes. But I'm also going to pop it around my nose, forehead. Just a bit there. I love concealer, I think it's so bloody good. And I'm just blending this with my foundation brush. Okay, so I'm going to go on and do some contouring. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. This is an amazing palette. It's definitely worth purchasing this. So I'm going to use this angled brush. This is a MAC 2, hang on, MAC 100 I think. I'll put it in the description box below. And I'm just going to follow the hollow. And for my blusher, I'm going to use the Nars Orgasm blusher. This is a gorgeous colour. It's got like speckles of gold in it, a bit like my nails. And I'm going to pop some of this in the apples of my cheek. And then for my highlighter, I'm going to use the highlighter that's in this palette, which is really bloody gorgeous. And I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury brush. I don't know what this brush is called. Powder and Sculpt brush. And I'm just going to pop some highlighter on the highest points that I want to highlight. Okay, so I'm going to do some wing liner with this look, just because with the lashes it would just look nice and fluttery and it will all like blend in together well. So I'm going to use the L'Oreal Super Liner. This is Perfect Slim. This is a felt. This is amazing. It's really easy to use. Okay. Just going to fill up my brows just a little bit as well. Sometimes when you finish your whole makeup look, you think actually I could do my brows a little bit darker. So I'm just sharpening up the edge really. Happy with that. And now I'm going to do my lips. For my lips, I love this lip pencil. This is MAC Soar and it's really nice just to wear all over your lips. I'm a big fan of that at the moment because it stays on for bloody ages. So I'm going to pop some of this on. So I've just lined my lips with that and sort of plumped them out slightly. And then I'm going to use a soft matte lip cream from NYX, and it's this colour here, and it's called, it just says 02, number 2 I guess. And this is a matte finish and I love this. This is super long lasting as well, which is really good. So I'm just going to set my face, and to do that I'm going to use the MAC Fix Plus. This is really good to set your makeup. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it gives you some ideas for your date nights or even just a night out with your friends. Just a good idea to do your makeup. And yeah, thanks for watching guys. Bye.